So I tried to pause the recording for the Pixel Gun gameplay that I had shot so that I could put this bit on the end as a bit of a teaser for what I've been working on in terms of a video upload that I've gathered footage for earlier on that I made earlier on last year before my major health crisis, well, came into fruition. And it's not just that one video. I'm actually trying to make this into something really, really in depth. So, as I've talked about at points, I've been making modifications since being back here in the Canadian province of Ontario and having access to this again. I've made modifications to my worlds in Minecraft, the video game Minecraft, that I created years ago, called Reef, Icarus, and Radiance, which I never showcased Radiance. Maybe I'll do it here, but I don't have much storage left, only 15 minutes. Actually, well, 16. But, okay, Reef, I'll just show it. If you go back to the beginning of this channel, you'll see, or if you've been here since the beginning, you'll remember. But I'm actually creating an in-depth story to these worlds. And I'm making a fourth one called Rimrock. And it's all in a connected universe, and I'm actually trying to create a story to it. And I'd like to release these publicly at some point if I can, but I'm just going to give a bit of a teaser, at the very least, for Reef. Okay. So, for any of you wondering, who have seen the original videos, how long it took me to actually build these. First off, I built this place with my sibling helped me build it, basically. They laid some of the foundations for the northern area of this civilization. I don't want to give it away yet for those who don't know. And, well, I laid the foundations for the rest. I constructed the facilities, and I leveled out the seafloor. So, since the previous uploads, and even the upload that will be coming from the footage I gathered, I've made certain alterations in design, little things, and I corrected some problems that I didn't realize were there before. Your voyage to safety from the surface. What does that mean? Well, let's find out together. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait until it's night. I'll just stay here in the port until it's nightfall. Just hold on. Okay, so now the sun is setting. That took a few minutes. Didn't know how to put in the command to actually manually shift it tonight, but, well, here we go. So it took me 2.5 months for Reef. It took me 2 months for Reef. It took me a month and a half for Icarus. And for Radiance, I think it took maybe 3 weeks. I don't fully recall. Radiance was the first civilization I built, and it was in a ravine. And now this, well, obviously, as you can see, is under the sea. Yeah, and it goes for a good further distance that way, as you can see, and that way. You know, when I was out on my travels, in terms of digital experience, this place and the other two cities I built were actually some of the things I thought about a lot. Okay. Northbound to docking station, eastbound to Icarus, southbound to Radiance, westbound to Rimrock. Mining city materials is prohibited in all of the city constructions. Enter your virtue into our carefully constructed coral. Eastern District, hospitality area. Southern District, entertainment area. Western Northern Districts, production and medical areas. Welcome to Reef. So, I am trying to actively make a story for this city and the others. These are just directional routes. They have relevance. But I am really proud of this. Like, I mean it. This took so much ingenuity for me. See, I'm going to run out of storage, so I can't actually showcase the story, but you know what, I hadn't planned on doing so until it was at least half finished. So, just take in the view. And it's fully fleshed out. Like, none of it is an optical illusion. It's not like certain areas are closed off and you can only see to the other. No, like, it's completely free roaming, open world, you could say. At least for being enclosed under the ocean. And I used no mods or seeds in the making of this. It's just, I purely used, and same goes for Icarus in the sky, same goes for Radiance in a ravine, and same goes for what will be Rimrock in, well, a cavern in the deep dark. It's all what was available in-game. Just the original generated world. Down this way to the city mine. Yeah, there's only 5 minutes left, so you know what? Just fly. And as stated before, yes, it is based off of Rapture from Bioshock, the Bioshock video game series. Icarus was semi-based off of Columbia from Bioshock Infinite, but obviously this is my own spin on things. And here we enter. This took the most effort out of all. Obviously. Updated version of the game now, you can actually see beacons from a distance, at least underwater. Some more directional routes. I added this feature in, just a little coral garden, now come into play in the story as well. But I think this is going to be a... If I ever get this finished, I hope I do, I think it'll be very educational and very enjoyable in terms of its creative depth. And self-time. Go to the Eastern District. This is just so aesthetically soothing for me, despite obviously its impossibility. Okay, we're gonna run out of time very soon. But again, you can see most of this. You can see, I mean, the initial videos that I uploaded to this channel were showcasing Reef and Icarus, so you can already see the original versions of this. I added the golems in after filming all of that, but, well, yeah. So yeah, and hey, it's morning. Yeah, so as a bit of an announcement, once I get through some more of the construction of, or the reconstruction of these worlds and further flesh out the story, the connected universe to them, of Reef, Icarus, Radiance, and Rimrock, I would like to try and release it publicly, and I'm going to make an entire channel, both on YouTube and another platform, maybe a couple other platforms, just dedicated to showcasing it. hopefully I get to finish it. I'd really love to. So yeah. This is one of the, aside from my journey to the northeast of Canada, and everything I've endured and all my theoretical crafting, this is one of the greatest things I've ever done. This and, well, the other cities I've built. Really happy with it.